So what's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if today is your first time of joining me, my name is Prophet Eneh. I'm basically a personal development and relationship coach. I basically help people build intentional relationship that leads to a godly and successful marriage. And in today's video, I'm just here to have a random conversation because we have been on this communication serial for some weeks now, and today I really want to address this important topic because I've discovered that it's part of why a lot of people are in a relationship and it's not working, and they don't know that this is why their relationship is not really working. So if you're interested in knowing about this, if you're interested in having this conversation with me, definitely keep watching. So before we dive into today's video, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so. Hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I'll be uploading another video. So to dive into our conversation today, I'm talking specifically about calls in relationship because I've discovered that this is one of the major problems of relationship, and if it's not well tackled, it could actually lead to the end of the relationship, especially when it's a long distance relationship. Like I said, this is a conversation. I'm just telling you what I think about it. So basically, there are people who actually feel very comfortable going for like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, some 1 week, and they are yet to hear from the person that they claim to love. To me, that concept still doesn't make any sense because I don't understand how someone will say, I love you, I desire you, I cherish you, and they won't want to hear from you and know how your day went, to know how you're doing. Like, they go 1 week not knowing if you're alive. They go 1 week not knowing if you're okay. Even if you get to upload your status or you change your DP or you comment on Facebook, on the rest, they don't even respond or tag you or whatever. Like, when I mean no form of communication for like 2 days, 3 days, and you say you're dating somebody, like you're in a relationship, are you guys serious? Like, are you very, very serious? Like, you're in a relationship? It doesn't make sense to me, and it will never make sense to me because I believe I'm one person that believes that if you say you're in a relationship and you love somebody, you should be able to communicate constantly. It's part of the communication we're talking about, phone calls, especially when it's a long distance relationship. You should be able to be that kind of person who desires to hear from your partner at least twice in a day. Like, at least twice in a day. That's my recommendation. At least twice in a day. Twice in a day, morning and night. Let's say when you wake up and you are done with your morning prayer, you are done with everything, you call them to at least know that they woke up today. If not for any other reason, just know that they actually woke up that day. And you can also text. You call them in the morning, how are you doing? How was your night? Know how their night went. That's the whole point. You're checking up on them because you love them. You want to be sure that they are okay. You get my point? So after that morning, then night. Some people you can call as many times as you want, but then I'm talking about this my two recommended time to call your partner. In the morning to ensure that they woke up at least and know how they are doing. And in the night to know how their day went. To know how their day went. Because people go through stress in the day, they go through different things, go through their bosses. Some have toxic bosses in the office and they go through all those stress. And when they come back, sometimes they want to unwind. They want to talk to somebody that will give them comfort. Somebody that will make them feel like everything is okay. It's just a matter of time. This thing will get better. That's the whole point. People want to feel that way. But recently, people get into a relationship and you don't talk for 2 days. You don't even know how they are doing. So the first thing is that you have to call to know that they woke up that morning. And the next thing is that you have to call to ensure that their day went where they went to work, they came back, and they're still alive. I'm using life and death situation here because at least if you don't have any other reason to call the person you say you love, that should be one reason to call them. But then if you have to expand this, you're supposed to call your partner to talk about their day, to talk about what went on during their day, to talk about the fun part of their day, to talk about the tough part of their day, to hear from them, to strengthen them. Not to talk about when we now start including that the fact that you have to call and have Bible study, to pray together, and to do all those other stuff, to even play games online. Because when we are talking about this, we know that yes, you won't be talking to them 24/7. There are some people who call all the time in the day, but then you don't have to call all the time in the day. But then you should have time you spend together. You should be able to talk to your partner for 1 good hour on the phone. Yes. You should be able to do that. Not just you call them, hello, how are you doing? I hope you are fine. I hope you woke up today. Okay now. I say, let me hear from you. Oh yeah, bye-bye. What is that? Are you guys, what are you people doing? Because this is the issue with a lot of relationships today, because a lot of people get into relationships today because of the benefits that comes with some relationship, not necessarily because they love the person that they are dating or who they are with. That's one reason why people get into relationship, just for the benefits, not because they like the person. And if you look at it that way, people who don't talk every day, or let's say, let me just say you don't talk every day, maybe because one of the days it was a very, very busy day, a very, very difficult day, you had no control of your time and it just went by. But then you can at least leave a text message. How hard is it to pick up your phone and leave a text message? How hard is it? Or even a voice note. How hard is it for you to sneak into the toilet during your work hour, maybe when you are in the restroom, and then just leave a text message for them? How hard is it? These things are very, very easy. To be honest with you, these things are very, very easy. It's not a lot of work. But then it's because you don't have that friendship in your relationship. You don't really care that much. That's why you can go for 2 days and you're not talking to the person you're dating. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how 2 days? Doesn't make sense. So it's very, very important that we change this. If you really want to grow in communication in your relationship, if you really want to have a better relationship, if you really want to grow intimately with your partner, you have to learn how to talk constantly, because when you talk constantly, you grow into each other. That's the truth. You grow into each other. You know what's happening in their day. The idea of being in a relationship or getting married is because you want to know who they are, what they do in life. Like, it's not like you're monitoring them, but then you share events, you share things amongst both of you. Like, you know what they are doing every point in the day, possibly. That way you always have something to talk about. The reason why some of you people would say, I have had some people tell me, hey, we can't talk for an hour, we can't talk for so minutes because we don't have anything else to do, we are running out of conversation. The reason you are running out of conversation is because you are not yet willing to open up yourself to have conversation, to talk about things that are happening in your day. Things as easy as you went to the office today and the conductor was shouting at somebody is enough conversation. Seriously, you can talk about it and you dive into the Lagos kind of life if you're in Nigeria, and you dive into what happened, how the conductor was trying to shout on the woman. It's all about gisting with each other. It doesn't have to be official conversation. It doesn't have to be Bible study from morning till night. It's all about talking about those things that you even think that it doesn't make any sense. As little as the conversation goes. That's the whole point, because these things make you feel relaxed, feel free. It makes you know that, okay, I can actually confide in this person. I can feel relaxed. When I'm bored, I can just call this person and we'll talk about something out of nowhere. If you don't get to this point in your relationship, you will struggle. You will struggle really well, even in marriage. Because I always tell people, in marriage, you will have sex. Yes. You will have sex, and sex will be, you will get tired of having sex. But then at the end of the day, a lot of the time, what you'll be doing in marriage is communicating, talking to each other. Because this time around, you're not in a different state. You're not in a different house. Both of you are in that house together. Both of you are in that house together. You live together. You see them in the morning. You see them in the afternoon, especially during the holiday. You see them in the night. That's why COVID-19 exposed a lot of couples, because they are not friends. A lot of marriages suffered during that COVID period because people use work as an escape route, not to talk to their partner. And it's a sign of that you people are not friends. The truth of the matter, I keep saying it, is that friendship and Christ is the root of any marriage that will work. If you don't have these two things as your root of your marriage, you will suffer. I'm being honest with you guys out here. I'm being very, very honest with you. So you must do all you can to ensure you build these two foundations into your marriage. You must do all you can, because you will talk to your partner in the morning, you talk to them in the afternoon, you talk to them in the night. You talk about the kids, you talk about events. Or do you want to get married and you're in the same room and you're pressing your phone and your partner is pressing your phone and you're talking to the rest of the world, not talking to each other? How do you think that will improve your marriage? How do you think that will improve your relationship? It doesn't work that way, guys. It doesn't work that way. So if you really want to have a better marriage, if you really want to have an intentional marriage, and if you really want to be happy in your marriage, you must learn how to talk. You must learn how to call your partner. You must learn how to have random conversation. It doesn't have to be a very, very serious conversation like work or like maybe Bible study. You are supposed to do those ones, but then you should be able to have random conversations. You can see a meme online and you send it to your partner and they'll laugh over it, and you guys can talk about it. It's as simple as that. Conversations are not meant to be hard. Conversation is only hard when two people are not open to each other. But if you meet somebody that you are very, very open to, conversation becomes very, very easy. Someone you are not pretending to impress, conversation becomes very, very easy. So I hope you guys are learning from this. And if you're learning from this, try as much as possible to share this with somebody that needs to see it. If you're someone in a relationship and you don't really communicate very well, the conversation is not good, the communication is not great, and things are not going well, you can check my communication series. I will link it up here. And also you can share this particular video with your partner so that you will understand the need to communicate, the need to call each other. You understand what I'm saying? And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have learned from this, if you have learned from this series, if you are still learning, and if you still want to keep learning from me, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified. Before I let you go right now, I just want to encourage you. Make effort. Relationships is all about making effort. Even if you're not a calling type, even if you're like the busiest person in the world, you can always make time for the things that you love. We always make time for the things that matter to us. Anything we prioritize in this life, we always make time for them, or we always make time for it. So prioritize your relationship, prioritize your partner, and make time to spend time with your partner. It's very, very important if you really want to have a happy home. I don't wish any of you will experience toxic marriage or toxic relationship. And if you don't want to experience it, start now to make those adjustments and correction. I hope you learned. So thank you very, very much for staying up to this point in this conversation, my random conversation. Yes, I've come to an end of it. So don't forget to subscribe and also share with somebody. Like this video if you really like what I shared here, and also hit the notification bell. Thank you very, very much. See you in the next video or in the next conversation. Bye.